In our association. Our association was created 2011. It's called the Moroccan Irish Friendship Association. So I think the friendship was there, but it didn't have any association. Now it has one. So and as I said, it was created since 2010, and we started. We will give like a history. سوف نقوم بإعطاء بعض المشاريع وبعض الأنشطة التي قامت بها الجمعية من منذ تأسيسها. 23 ديسمبر 2010 كان أول شكرا. كلمات شويه في المحتوى اللي غادي نسبقوا نعطيو الكلمه للسيد الوزير يحب يلقي كلمه عن الحضور. So Minister Pat, I understand you want to give a statement.
Yes, he's a friend of Morocco. He knows everywhere in Morocco. So yeah, please go ahead.
Are you visiting Morocco?
Yeah,
I have to be prepared for it.
no, that's the biggest statement.
I have to be prepared for it.
Your thoughts?
My apologies to everybody here this afternoon. I was at the hurling match in Limerick, where Clare were playing Limerick and Tipperary were playing Tipperary. So I got a text en route up from Nassan, the ambassador. He's exiting the ambassador, and I can't get him down because he's a really good friend of all of ours in Dublin and has done a really good job on behalf of Morocco. To forge and strengthen the relations between our two countries. So many Irish delegations have travelled to Rabat and to Fez and to Casablanca and of course to Agadir over the last number of years. So the relationship and the strength between our two countries has gone from strength to strength in recent times. And of course, most recently, the Irish government have just announced the opening of an embassy in Rabat, which will happen in 2020. So that's even going to forge the relations even closer to have two resident ambassadors in each of the country capitals. So the Moroccan community is really very strong here in Ireland. We just had a visit from the Speaker of the Moroccan Parliament 2 weeks ago, where he had a strong delegation of business people with him. The Moroccan government is very anxious to strengthen that relationship between the two countries. It has been strengthened in recent times by direct flight services from Agadir to Dublin and from Casablanca to Dublin, and I think that has grown tourism very much between our two countries. And of course, we want to increase trade and business between Morocco and Ireland. We see huge opportunities in this area, particularly as Morocco diversifies its industry away from agriculture, where it was highly dependent in the last number of years. Has gone into high-tech industry, gone into the automobile industry, the aviation sector, and that's something we have an interest in ourselves. So I welcome the fact that you're having this event here this afternoon. It's great to see it relies on such a large Moroccan community here in Ennis. But I have to say to you, your ambassador and your deputy ambassador in Dublin work extremely hard on behalf of the Moroccan community in Ireland. And I hope that we can continue to have more ministerial relations. I know Count Corla visited Morocco just as our speaker a few months ago, and the Speaker of the Senate visited Morocco as well. So with, I suppose, Irish trade now beginning to diversify away from the UK, we're looking at new markets all the time in my department, and I expect to lead a trade mission to Rabat and Casablanca before the end of the year. Enterprise Ireland have already looked at the market and sees great potential there. So to all of you that have turned out here this afternoon for this really good event, to the community personnel as well, to the Mayor who's here, and the Garda Síochána, and to all the other community leaders, I thank you for being here, because it's really important that we integrate all our people together in our communities, because together we can work very hard to align ourselves with all the nationalities that we have here in this country. And we see, I suppose, Morocco is one of the most successful countries that came out of the Arab Spring, where there wasn't any turmoil. And a lot of that is due to the fact from the King Mohammed, who has been, I suppose, a real popular king with the people of Morocco. You know, they changed the constitution, I believe. I have an interest in this, that's why I know. They changed the constitution and they gave more powers to the prime minister there, and all that has been really important in Morocco's road to democracy. So again, I just want to say thank you for the invitation here this afternoon, and I look forward to working with all of you. And it's great to see the large Moroccan community here in County Clare. And to thank Ambassador Lassa for coming down. He's a really good friend of mine in Dublin. I've been at his residence on a number of occasions for Moroccan food, beginning to grow to like Moroccan food at this stage actually. And we travelled actually to Agadir last year as well, and I made some businesses with him when I was there. So again, enjoy the afternoon, and thank you for the invitation, and thank you again. Okay.
Thank you very much, the Minister, and we wish you and the Ambassador to work hard and hard for the both, for the benefit of the both, Morocco and Irish. And there is lots of opportunity down there, especially in agriculture section. As you know, Morocco is the part of Africa, and there is a huge, most of the farmers here in County Clare especially, we really need a market to sell our beef, to sell our product. So we wish you work hand in hand with the ambassador, and I wish Claire, I want to give a speech to Claire, the deputy mayor of County Clare.
Thank you. I wasn't certain that I was going to have to speak, but now that I'm kind of like the minister, I'll put on the spot, you have to speak. Firstly, I want to thank you for the invitation. The invitation was extended to the Mayor of Clare. I'm the Deputy Mayor of Clare, so I sent his apologies in that he could not be here today. He had a number of conflicting engagements. Also, the Mayor of Ennis, Johnny Flynn, sends his apologies, so I'm wearing two hats with just one chain. But I'm delighted to be here as the Deputy Mayor. And it's interesting, when I was asked by Colin Crowe, our mayor, to come today, and it was only yesterday afternoon that he asked me, I said, oh, that's great. I know some Moroccans who live in the town, and one came to mind, and that's Liam here, who I had the pleasure of meeting, who is Kinan's daughter, and I had the pleasure of meeting her a couple of months ago when she excelled in the girls' public speaking competition to go on to represent County Clare up in Kildare. So I said, yeah, I'll definitely go along and enjoy myself at the Moroccan Community Friendship Engagement celebration here today. So I just had the pleasure, and I won't go on too long, of meeting the ambassador. My first time. I don't know him as well as the minister does, but all I can say is that it was really quite an education to see that this friendship has been growing thanks to ex-councillor Mickey Guilfoyle for the past 9 years, and it can only continue to grow, I should think. Also, of course, it was highly educational to hear that Ireland is the largest foreign direct investor into Morocco. That's very eye-opening, and I should think Minister Breen and others into the future that will also continue to grow. And I've heard the call out that we should have a twinning somehow arranged between Ennis, in light of the fact that I've again learned something here, that Ennis is the highest concentration of Moroccans in a town in the country. Well, that needs to be acknowledged and possibly ensure is recognised with the potential twinning into the future. So all I can say is I hope you have a fabulous day. I look forward to hearing more as to why there's awards up here and all of that. I think that's a bit of a secret still, but it'll be fun to find out what's going to happen here today. Thank you again for the invitation, and I look forward to enjoying the afternoon with you.
Well, thank you very much. Really, very happy to be here in County Clare, which has a part in my heart, because I know a lot of people from Clare. And thanks to organizers, thanks to this very nice association. Today we are celebrating the new generation, people who are Moroccan, who are Irish, and it's what we are looking for. how to create bridges between Morocco and Ireland. So I think that I will not be long, but I'm big event today just to see a few words on what we have done since I arrived here. So in terms of connections, we have two connections, as the Minister has said, with the two direct flights, one to Marrakesh with Ryanair and one to Agadir with Air Arabia. Since that, we have also in education signed many MOUs, one between Agadir University and Galway, one between Trinity College and Mohammed V University of Rabat, and the provost and 10 professors are now in Rabat. So from Galway, there was a big mission of 24 students and professors. They went to Agadir last April. In Limerick, we have also signed an MOU between the School of Architecture and the School of Architecture in Marrakesh. Next month, we will sign DCU and Marrakesh University. So in terms of towns, we are in process of twinning Kilkenny and Tisnit. We are in process to twin Wexford and Nador. I went to Cork 3 times, and we are trying to have a ship link between Cork and Tangier. So I think that the future is promising. So trade will be there. Morocco is a very nice country. It's like Ireland. People are very friendly. So I think that we need to push in both sides to create more and more and more opportunities in different fields. In terms of culture, we received many bands here. So we will receive one again by the end of this month, July. A band coming from USA, band from Moroccans and Americans. So they will send in Berber, they will sing in Berber and in Arabic, and so there is something that we will do. So we will continue, it's in the beginning. Thank you very much.
I can't miss the occasion to invite our big friend Orla from the Clare Immigrant Support Center. Since we arrived in here, all the Moroccans, they know her like a big friend of us. A statement from you, Orla, you can't hide from this one.
Thank you very much. I'm very honoured to be asked to say a couple of words. I want to say to the Moroccan Irish, to the Somali Irish, to the Syrian Irish that I can see here, that the values and the colour and the texture you bring to Irish life here in Clare and all over Ireland is wonderful, and you're very welcome. I value my friendships with some of you. I value Leila for her work with us. All that I'm hearing about the trade and the interconnections is really wonderful, because I think a lot of us have connected heart-wise and friendship-wise, and it's good to build that into all aspects of life, because within life we need to work, we need to love, we need to enjoy, and we need to share. That's we're human beings, and I look forward to us doing that on all different levels, and I thank you very much.
And now we will start by honoring our youth, the people who made some achievement during the last few years. So we have some symbolic trophies for them, but we would like to tell them thank you, to congratulate them. They are our face and they are our hope in the future, and they think they know it very well. That's why they achieve great achievement. So we will be calling them one by one to the stage, and we will be greeting them. First, with my glasses. I'm calling first Fatim Zahraoui.
You're on the spot today. So I wasn't told I'll be speaking. But thank you so much for today. I'm honestly honoured to be here today. And I'm guessing the reason why I'm getting this is because I graduated with an honours Bachelor of Science in Economics and Mathematical Sciences 2 years ago from UL. And currently I'm doing a PhD in UL in statistics. So I guess that's why.
And this is for them. So, can you see? Yes,
The next will be Leila here. Please show up.
It will be given by the minister. Yeah, but give us the speech first, yeah.
Well, thanks for having us here and for organising all of this. I'm Leila. I did a degree in music and Italian in UCC in Cork, and then I started making instruments a few years ago. And now I'm going to do a Master's of Education in Limerick as well to continue with the music. So thank you very much for congratulating us on this. Very nice to meet you.
I'll go with this.
You can give her this as well.
This is from the ambassador.
Actually, this will be back to us to write your name on it and to give it to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It will have my name. I will take it for
And the next one is the Reda Kenan, please.
Hi, I'm Reda. I graduated from UL about 3 years ago with a bachelor in electronic computer engineering. At the moment I work with natives in boards. We have those cameras that we have in hospitals for parents to be able to see their babies. I am actually working trying to bring it into Ireland for hospitals here because even though there isn't that many babies in hospitals, and I hope there isn't that many. Other than that, I don't remember doing much, so try it anyway. Can't be anything. So yeah, thank you so much.
Kenan?
Come with your son.
Don't believe she's done that for somebody.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, the next one is Badr Jdeed. Badr, please come in.
My name is Badr. I studied industrial automation in MIT. And now I'm working as an automation engineer in several sister companies all around Europe, like install like pharmaceutical machines. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Zara, Zara.
The mother, where is the mother? Come in.
Have two sisters there. And brother-in-law and sorry, all family.
All the father.
Yeah.
Doing good. اللي بيضحك عليا صار اه
The next one is Ruqayya. Ruqayya is here. Hi, Ruqayya. How are you?
Thank you so much, everybody. It's an honor to be here today, and I'm very happy to see the Irish multicultural representation here in Ennis. I graduated from my Bachelor of Science in Music Technology and Production last year, and I'm currently studying for my PhD in Computer Science. So thank you all again. I'm very happy to be here today.
With the logo of the embassy. So we will keep it for the embassy.
I will take your phone. We can take phone. Or mom, yeah. You with him.
I am very proud of you guys.
Is that Ruqayya?
Sorry, the next one is Wiam Kenan. Wiam, please come in. Hello.
Here, David. Go on. Let me take you. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Kind of ironic that it's for public speaking, because I really don't know what to say. This time ago last year, I would have never imagined speaking in front of a group, especially impromptu. Thank you very much for that. And it just goes to show what community and support can do to a young girl, or to a young Moroccan girl, or to an immigrant. It's very welcoming, it's very much appreciated. I would like to give a quick little thank you to our Deputy Mayor for supporting our school strikes for climate change, and for inviting us to speak to the council, and for the Keep Clubs program that she did. It's really, really important, and we don't talk about it enough, so I'd like to take the opportunity. And other than that, thank you so much.
Sorry, Sarah Juela is the next. Sarah, please come in. How are you?
I'm honored to be here today. Thank you so much. Thanks for your and present. I am graduating this year in pharmaceutical and industrial chemistry, and I hope to find a job after.
You will.
Thank you.
نص ديالي.
We call the teacher in Arabic school here in Enes, Jamila Ilkawi. Jamila, please. Jim, would you come please? Just one. Jim Halton.
That's it. Jamila. قولي خليها تصوت.
And the next teacher here in Arabic school, because as you all know, we just started Arabic school here in Enes. And we call Hasna here. Hasna, please.
So I would like to thank very much the professor that I've seen this morning in school. At Green, they have a school here now, and this school is for children from different nationalities. They are trying to learn Arabic, I think, and it was great to see all these nationalities gathering to learn. Now they are all here, so thank you very much for what you are doing.
I would like to thank everybody for their help. نشكر جميع الحاضرين هنا من جميع الجنسيات من سوريا، من المغرب، من باكستان، من السودان، من مصر، وإذا نسيت مكان لندن. نشكرهم جميعا على دعمهم لنا في المدرسة وشكرا.
Thank you.